Top of the morning, guys and gals. It's Brad here. So back in the 1860s, the phrase, "Go west, young man," was popularized in response to the federal government giving away millions of land of free acres to anyone willing to go west. Well, in 2021, the phrase might as well be, "Go digital, young man," or woman, in response to all of the amazing and incredible things out there one could invest in, including Bitcoin, Dogecoin, all the big ones everyone knows. But the craziest one of all that I've just recently become aware of, virtual real estate. I cannot believe this is a thing, and today we're going to tell you all about it. So there really is a thing called virtual real estate, much to my surprise, and who would be surprised in a world where the Federal Reserve and all of the governments, major governments of the world, are printing trillions of dollars worth of deficits every year. People are truly chasing anything to make a buck. In recent months, I was made aware by one of my longtime best friends, Chris Smith, on his involvement in the virtual real estate space, and he enlightened me. And quite frankly, I truly underestimated what all's going on and how crazy this world is. So what is virtual real estate, and where can you get in on the action if you want to? Well, there are numerous websites and communities you could join, but the biggest one I've seen so far is called Decentraland. It's basically a place where someone can escape from the real world for a little bit, and these places have their own calendar and currency and community and events and wild things that I could never have even dreamed of. In the same way here in Nashville, that land on Broadway per acre would be more expensive than land in Brentwood, and land in Brentwood would be more expensive than land in Cool Springs. It's kind of like that here. Imagine a virtual map, and the land closest in is most expensive, those parcels are, and as you go out, the price decreases. In the last few years alone, the land in these communities, particularly in Decentraland, has went from $800 a parcel to $3,500 a parcel. What that means for the future, I don't know, but it's truly amazing to think about. So what exactly is going on in this community? It's truly insane to fathom the prices things are going for, and in June of this year, one plot on Decentraland sold for $900,000. The private equity group that bought it, Republic Realm, bought over 257 parcels and says they have plans to, quote, build the metaverse. I don't even know what that means, but it's become a huge buzzword in that community. The price within Decentraland was 1.3 million mana. Mana is the currency they use in their little community. And while there have been other sales for higher amounts in mana, there have been none more so in dollars. I think the trend the next few years, as we see more individuals, more companies, more private equity groups come in, I think you'll probably see an explosion in the price of these big mega deals. You'll see more articles on Yahoo, Google, just big websites, big headlines with big taglines for purchases. Will it work out to be the next tulip bulb mania? Time will tell. So what are my thoughts on this? The reality is, I don't know much about it. I'm not an expert on this, and most of the opinions I'm giving you are highly uneducated. I confess to that and openly admit it. But it does to me feel somewhat like, in the late 90s, early 2000s, anybody around my age, 30s, 40s, probably remembers the game The Sims. The Sims was a game where you could go online, build your own community. Now at the time I was playing games more like Roller Coaster Tycoon, but in essence, you're building a community. And then it moved to where you could kind of do these things online. So it's like The Sims, but you can buy plots, meet friends, make money. I don't know if this is all gonna work out. I really don't. It's one thing to buy a stock. It's another thing to buy a piece of land. But to buy virtual real estate that you can't touch, you can't hold, you don't have a deed for, you can't go and see, it just kind of exists somewhere out there in the cyberspace, it's kind of funky to me. It kind of reminds me also like the Beanie Baby craze. Again, I'm 35 years old. When I was a kid, I didn't get involved in it, but I knew many girls I went to school with and or their parents who went out and bought Beanie Babies at excessive prices, thinking they could flip it to the next person for a higher amount. And it went well for a while until it didn't. It feels like that, but 1,000 times that. You never heard of a private equity group buying Beanie Babies in the 90s, but you do hear of them buying virtual real estate now. Again, will it work out? Time will tell. But until then, we'll be here bringing you more content. Our contact info is below, and as always, until we see you soon, thank you.